This is Elizabeth Grace Saunders, author of The 3 Secrets to Effective Time Investment, reading Chapter 1, Introduction. The Seductress. It all began innocently enough at the end of a hectic day. In an attempt to loosen some of the tension in your shoulders, rest your eyes, and regain the ability to focus, you would lean back in your chair, putting your torso at an obtuse angle with your work surface, and allowing your feet to splay out a bit in front of you. You squeeze your eyes shut, and then stretch them wide open a few times. Blink, blink, blink. You rolled around your neck, crickle, crack, and you extended your fingers out and then clenched them into tight fists. Out, in. As if this action could get your internal pistons firing enough to squeeze the last bit of productivity out of a day that had already left you feeling dry, or more accurately, parched. But then, you somewhat abruptly sat up, your body at attention and alert. Someone, or something, had delicately brushed a fingertip along your shoulder. Crazy, you thought. I'm the only one here, but yet I'm sure I felt something. Cautiously, you swiveled your head like a submarine periscope looking for danger. You don't see anyone, but you do hear a whisper in your ear. You know. She begins in a low, poignant tone. If you stay late tonight, we could get so much done. But that's ridiculous, you retort. I've already done too much today. I need to get my mind off work and take a break for a while. But what about tomorrow, she continues unteachered. You'll have so much to do if you leave. If you stay with me now, where we're alone and it's quiet, you'll feel so good in the morning. You'll do what needs to be done. You'll be in control, in charge, and just about everyone will think you're amazing. Really? You asked? A bit incredulously, but starting to warm up to the idea. Really? She echoes back to you with a slight edge of triumph in her voice. Your brow furrows as you ponder whether you should accept this advance from the initially unwelcome but increasingly attractive stranger. On the one hand, you feel exhausted. You just want to exhale and truly kick back. On the other hand, though, you think that maybe she has a point. You begin to doubt your initial intentions. Maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe seeing later really would help me to dig out from this never-ending backlog. Maybe it will only be for one night. So you stay that evening and do get a bit more done than usual. But it soon becomes clear that your visitor desires more than a one-night stand. She wants you one night, then 2, and then 3. What initially began as a reluctant decision on your part becomes an obsessive passion. You know you can't sustain the pace. You know that you risk losing all you hold dear, your relationships, your interests, your health, yourself. Yet you no longer know how to resist the siren song, the seductress of overwork. The couch potato. He came in completely uninvited. No doorbell ring, no knock, no nothing. He just meandered in as if he owned the place, plopped down on the couch, and started to blankly flick through TV channels. How absolutely bizarre, you thought to yourself as you happened to catch the back of his head, complete with a shock of unkempt hair, on your way to the kitchen to grab a glass of water. I didn't expect a visitor. But he seemed harmless, and you thought maybe someone else gave him permission to pass a bit of time in the living room. So you shook your head and then went back to your computer. A few days passed without disturbance. Then he came back. Longer this time. And the next. And the next. Soon it seemed as if this strange man who had an unquenchable thirst for endless streams of TV programming and a voracious appetite for all things sweet, salty, and generally within the category of non-nutritious, the escalating grocery bills astounded you, had taken up permanent residence in your home. He never said a word or even really made eye contact with you, but his presence shifted the energy of the house gradually, subtly. A sense of general malaise descended like a dense, dank fog over an environment that once quivered with vibrant, focused productivity. You no longer sprang out of bed in the morning, but instead you had snoozed until your alarm got tired. Then eventually you rolled off the edge of your bed in an attempt to plunge yourself into the cold reality of the day. But somehow, even once you got vertical, everything seemed difficult. He was always there, and his nonverbal communication said it all. Why are you working so hard? Will it really come to anything? Why not just sit down next to me for a second or two? It's so much easier not to do anything. Why don't you just treat yourself? Give yourself a break. Kick back and relax a little. You can always do that work tomorrow or the next day. Just one more show. Do you want another drink? How about a donut? I've only eaten half the box. Before you knew it, the entire day slipped away like a glistening rivulet of water circling and then slipping down the drain. What did you have to show for it? Nothing. This is so frustrating, you think to yourself, letting out a grunt of disgust. I want to do more. I must do better next time. I will set my alarm earlier. I will get up and do everything all at once. But once the couch potato of ambivalence took up residence, the strong opposing forces of desiring to achieve high productivity and wanting to simply relax and do nothing resulted in a listless, emotionless, seemingly insurmountable state of dullness. Your choice. Do either of these scenarios sound familiar? Or maybe both, depending on the situation? Just for the record, the Seductress can show up at home, and the couch potato has been known to become a squatter in the most formal of offices. If so, I can reassure you that you're not alone. As the founder and CEO of Real Life E, Time Coaching and Training, I've built a business around helping people in these situations take back control of their time and their life. And by reading the 3 secrets of effective time investment, you can find out how.